Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back to Empyrion. I'm back on the planet. What I have here is the result of betrayal. One of our own who attacked and destroyed what he thought was going to be a painful blow to me, which is never will be. We were also visited by pirates. The syndicate came, knowing that we were fully disarmed and fully down, and destroyed what was still left, what was remaining. What was here is gone. Pretty much every small ship, every vessel, every building, every structure was attacked and looted. And they did that because they knew. There was no question in their mind. They knew that we were down. They knew we were out. They did what any intelligent tactician would have done. They saw an opportunity and they took advantage of it. So far, this empty hull is the only thing I have found that hasn't been completely gutted. And as you can see, it's not exactly in the best of shape. It is what it is. It's part of an integral part of war. I am no stranger to destruction, and I don't mind rebuilding, repairing. Things that were destroyed in here, the ships, the vessels, the small craft, the hover vessels, all these things can be repaired or replaced. I took a scout around the planet and there wasn't much in here. There is a reason that we bear this name. And as sure as the morning sun, the Companions of War will rise again. We've suffered a major setback. Suffered some major restructuring, some internal conflict, some internal strife. Even some betrayal. War is our companion. It is what we walk with. It is who we are. It is what we do. The effects of war, destruction and carnage, can be replaced, can be rebuilt. There is nothing that can be destroyed that can't be redone, except trust. Companions of War Mercenary faction is currently closed and will remain that way until certain things have come to pass. That being said, we will return. And when we do, we will only be stronger. And we're back. As part of the continued repairs, I have built Sandcrab version 2. Similar to the original Sandcrab, it has a row of grinders. Oops, I forgot to paint this one. There we go. Has the row of grinders, and also I have installed some of the new mining drills. I am thinking I might do is install a couple more of these lasers basically underneath here, or either under here or directly in here, just to give it a wider field of effect. But also I might end up doing is attaching one more to the side of the pylons here, just for mining through tunnels and stuff. If I do any tunnel mining, I might just make a tunnel rat. I probably will be making a new tunnel rat as well anyway, because I would like to get some of the mining done. The 4 lasers do a fairly not bad job on resource meteorites and little hillsides, so that works fairly well. I changed the slope on here, so it's a lot easier to kind of hop up on. Powered again 4 large of the largest size thrusters. Braking is 4 of the medium-sized thrusters, and directional is 6 of the small-sized thrusters. Again, hover vessel, you don't really need up or down thrusters, although there is debate as to whether or not up and down thrusters do any good. Overall, it performs quite admirably, similar to the way of the original Sandcrab. I do have to do is just adjust the P menu a little bit here. Because I have a couple of things that I took off that I don't know if they reappeared in the right locations. Well, they're showing up as being there. Turn those thrusters off, maybe that'll fix it. Refrigerators, harvesters. Okay. It does have 2 fixed Gatling guns. However, I have very little or no ammunition for them, so I'll make do with that. And I kind of oversprayed when I was painting it and touched up the deck a little bit. So now if we can, oops, let's not turn this off. Gotta remember I've got everything set up on lights and engines. This is the new default button for thrusters. It only shuts off thrusters. It does not shut off RCS or hovers. And when it comes to hover tank, I want to shut off RCS and hovers as well. So, as you can see, it is a tad wide. but the grinding ability works very, very nicely. Oops. If I crouch down to a meter or so, I can pretty much hit spiders, bugs, whatever these little earthworm guys are. If I get them out of the trees, I'd be real happy because I don't like ripping these trees out. And this tank strafes very, very, very nicely. Usually getting one. Oh, a little bit too high here. Maybe under a meter. Nose down just a touch, and I can usually grind all of them very, very quickly. And then I just jump out of cockpit, fire off the drone, and collect the meats. Who doesn't have meat? So there we have that. The Sandcrab is back up and running. I'm not going to make the scavenger truck right away. I might just stick with using this for a while. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue cleaning up some of the mess that's around here. I have to go over to the shipyard that Chaotic started, and I have to find the pirate core that's in there. And they hit it very nicely, or very well, I guess. I did walk around in here earlier, and I could not find it anywhere. Although I am almost tempted to leave this building like this as a reminder. You know, maybe replace a few of these blocks with some damaged concrete and have this show up as, yeah, see, you can just see the name here. Let's see if I can get a view on it. See, it's showing up as Syndicate, so they've got their core in here someplace. I have to find that. But I am thinking of turning this into actually a building that looks like it's been destroyed and left in the deserts here for well, as a derelict. I'm probably even going to leave this derelict ship here. I don't know. I don't think it has a core in it. Oh, it does. It's still, the core is somewhere intact in here, so I might just leave this as a derelict ship sitting in the desert as well. Just a reminder. I will probably do that, is put some broken concrete blocks on here and turn this into an abandoned build, basically abandoned factory or something. Looks like a decrepit old building. Windows are mostly shot out and busted, and you know, stairs are rusted and rotted away and that kind of thing. So I'm going to have some fun with that once I find where they hid the core, because they're nasty. So that's going to be my next project to get back online. I'm also going to have to go over to the mining facility, which doesn't show up on the map. Like the tunnel network shows up here, but the mining facility is here by this iron deposit. I have to go over there and tunnel down to where the core is. I placed the core. I know exactly where it is. It's just It's going to be a bit of a pain in the patukas there, but I'm going to have to tunnel down to it by hand and pop the core and pop a new one in, because that was another one of those ones that I used the admin command on to turn it public, but it didn't take. It just simply went and stayed private and just drained out fuel. So there's admins don't work on those. So that's where I'm at right now. I will pick it up again shortly. I'm editing this with the video that I recorded yesterday, so there will be a couple of really weird cuts and edits in here, but don't go away, kids. I will probably be right back. And we're back. I've done a little bit of remodeling on the old Yule Shipyard. It now looks a little bit more like a somewhat destroyed or damaged factory. A couple of holes knocked out of the backside, you know. Oops. I've done a little bit of random painting on the, just kind of sun bleached some of the blocks a little bit. We have destroyed, there we go, see if we can get a better view, destroyed or put damaged blocks in around some of the landing pads. I got this one and the one on the other side. Broken blocks on the ground, and tried to do a little smoke damage on the sides. Of course, you don't really have the right textures for any of this kind of stuff. Maybe a little bit more work to do inside the middle of the structure. I'm not sure yet. This side, of course, is the platform's been completely knocked out. Oh, come on with the drone. There's damage on the floor. I'm trying to make it look like something shot through this section of wall and into the floor here. Broken a couple of pillars, well, one pillar anyway inside here. I was going to break a couple more. I don't know if I will or not. Completely broke up this platform. Broken pillars. I left the portable lights out. Might actually put a couple more of them up just to give some texturing. I might do a little bit more on this, more of a touch inside here. Put some portable lights in, smash out a little bit more of the floor. Stairs have been damaged. I even put a replacement step in here, like you would see if somebody tried to do repairs around the place, that kind of thing. Completely smashed up this one rampway. Again, some extra coloring. Tried to make it look like it was fire damage inside here as well. You know, the idea being that this could be used as a training ground for close quarters, small arms combat. Basically, the squad would be equipped with level 1 projectile pistols, standard light armor or standard medium armor. And we have one squad inside the building who gets an opportunity to fortify themselves, and one squad who comes in. First squad who vanquishes the other winds. There are some easily defendable areas and some remotely accessible areas. Basically, this terrain could become quite the fun kind of both parkour combat area. And it's not really going to hurt it too much if it gets a couple more bullet holes in it here, there, or everywhere. So, I've left this. I've called it the Abandoned Factory. And that's what I'm doing with this. So, as you can see... Oh, I hate jumps. As you can see, we are recovering. But not all things are going to get built the way they were. Not all things are going to be built brand new. Not all things are going to be built shiny. I might still do some work on this flat spot here and put in a bit of a landing field, more of a thing. But I will fence this area off around this thing to designate it as a live weapons fire training area, so that for training exercises people can come in and we can do squad versus squad, small arms combat training. Things that people don't normally do in a game like this, you know, but that's the whole point of the Mercenaries faction, is to actually train as a team, as a unit, how to be more efficient, how to fight more effectively. So there we go. The abandoned factory has been fixed up a little bit. That's not what I clicked on. Thank you. It's not. Pilot seat. There we go. 3 attempts. So I'm going to say thanks all for watching, kids. This is Inverted Cow on Empyrion. We're on the Wolves multiplayer server, and we are rebuilding the Companions of War faction from our little housekeeping incident and our little pirate raid that happened, as well as our little bit of insurrection that we had here. So thanks all for watching, and good night for now.